Hello everyone, this is Navali Rudrash from CSC department and my seminar topic is cross-validation in machine learning under the guidance of Raghu Kumar sir. And the contents of the seminar goes as this and the introduction. When we are building the machine learning model using some data, we often split our data into training sets and test sets. The training set is used to train the model and the validation or test set is used to validate it on the data it has never seen before. The classic approach is to do simple 80% to 20% split, where 80% of our training data set and 20% of test data set, sometimes with different values like 70% to 30% or 90 to 10%. In cross validation, we do more often than one split. We can do 3, 5, or n k number of splits. Those splits called flow folds, and there are many strategies we can create these folds with. Normally, the cross validation is a technique for evaluating machine learning models by training several machine learning models on subsets of the available input data and evaluating them on the complementary subset of the data. We use cross-validation to detect overfitting, that is failing to generalize the patterns in machine learning, and you can use the k-fold cross-validation method to perform the cross-validation. And the working of the k-fold cross-validation will be seen in the following slides. Methods of cross-validation. There are two or more methods in cross-validation. One of those is the simple k-fold cross-validation and leave one out cross-validation. Simple k-fold cross-validation is we split our data into k parts. Let us use k equal to 3 for some example of data set. If we have 3000 instances in our data set, then we split it into three parts, that is 1, 2, 3. We then build three different models. Each model is trained on two parts and tested on the third. Our first model is trained on part 1 and part 2 and tested on part 3. Our second model is trained on part 1 and 3 and tested on part 2, and so on. Here is how the k-fold cross-validation works, and the brief introduction and the detailed explanation of the working of the k-fold will be seen in the following slides. Leave one out cross-validation. This is the most extreme way to do the cross-validation. For each instance in our dataset, we build a model using other instances and then test it on the selected instance. The k-fold cross-validation. Why cross-validation? Why not other the methods of the cross-validation? When we have very little data, splitting it into training and test might give us a very small test set. Say we have only 100 records in the data set. If we do a simple 80-20 split, then we'll get only 20 records in our test set. It is not enough. So we can get almost any performance on this test only due to chance. The problem is even worse when we have a multi-class problem. If we have 10 classes and only 20 examples, then it will leave us with only 2 examples for each class on average. Testing anything on only 2 examples can't lead to a real conclusion. So the careful cross validation, as there is never enough data to train your model, removing a part of it for validation forces a problem of underfitting. By reducing the training data, we risk the losing important patterns in the dataset, which in turn increases the error induced by bias. If we use cross validation in this case, we build k different models, so we are able to make predictions on all of our data. For in each instance, we make prediction by model that didn't see this example, and so we are getting 100 examples in our test set. For this multi-class problem, we get 10 examples for each class on average, and it's better than just 2. After we evaluated our learning algorithm, we now can train our model on all the data, because if your 5 models on similar performance using different train sets, we assume that by training it on all the data we get similar performance. In k-fold cross-validation, the working goes like the data is divided into k subsets. Now hold out the method is repeated k times, such that where in this diagram I've shown you just 4 times, where the k equal to 4. Uh, One of the k subsets is used as a test set or validation set, and the other k-1 subsets are put together to form a training set of the dataset. The error estimation is averaged over all k trials to get total effectiveness of our model. As can be seen, every data point gets to in validation set exactly once and gets total effectiveness of our model. As can be seen, every data point gets to the validation set exactly once. This significantly reduces bias as we are using most of the data for fitting, and also significantly reduces variance as most of the data is also being used in validation set. As a general rule, an imperial difference k equal to 4 or 5, but nothing is generally preferred, but nothing fixed and it can be taken by any value, depends on the developer. Conclusion: cross validation is a very powerful tool. It helps us better to use our data, and it gives us much more information about our algorithm performance. In complex machine learning models, it's sometimes easy not pay enough attention and use the same data in different steps of the pipeline. This may lead to good but not real performance in most cases, or introduce strange side effects in others. We have to pay attention that we are confident in our models. Cross validation helps us when we are dealing with non-trivial challenges in our projects. Thank you.